did you see out of the offense today in practice in Davie?
Obviously on days like today where we're going to a different facility and there's a long bus ride to get there, you have to really get back the focus. And I was really happy with the way that we got back focused and attacked the practice the way we should have. So it's always a good thing to have that maturity level I've been talking about, to be able to come. Last year we might not have been as focused as we were today. We were focused.
Casey, this line seems like it's doing a real good job. In the past couple of years, Brad got hit a lot, and at FSU we know he got his tooth knocked out or whatever. Your thoughts on this rivalry and why you guys seem a lot better?
Obviously this is probably the best rivalry in college football, and the tradition behind it, the history with it, the countless All-Americans and the first-round draft picks. This is a huge game, and you always want to be one of the guys that's playing in it. But I think one of the reasons why this offensive line has been so well is because we've had to face a lot of adversity starting since spring, and it made us a lot closer, brought us together, and honestly made us bond more and make sure that we're always talking to each other. And there's something that we haven't really done here in a while, is really have a group that all five of us are bonded, and we have 6 or 2 other guys that can come in and fill positions too that are also bonded as well. So that's something that I feel like that makes this offensive line better right there. And then obviously the physical aspect of it, going out there and dominating people, and we've definitely done a better job at that this year than in the past.
People talk about Florida State being down, but you've seen Florida State for years. Growing up, just watching them. Do you agree with that, or yes or no?
Florida State's never down. Obviously, the game of football is one thing that I was told my freshman year is it's hard to win a college football game no matter who you're playing. So FSU is never a down team. They may have a bad game here and there. They may have some unfortunate issues that arise, but they're always going to come out and especially with us, they're always going to play tough. They're always going to give us their very best, and we have to be prepared for it. We have to give them our very best, and that's what part of the rivalry is.
Okay, so what did you see from the running game against Duke from a line perspective?
Obviously it was kind of hard to get it going. Duke has a very specific defense in which they twist a lot. They do single fires and stuff like that, where it's meant to disrupt your run game, and they want you to pass the ball. So they did a good job of that. But once we started getting our alignment and our assignments right towards the end of the game, as you saw when Travis broke that long run to finish the game, that was just us finally getting their defense down packed. And you can only do so much to prepare. Once you're in the game, it's a little different. But at the end of the day, Mark did some great things to get our running yards up there, and having Malik being able to run the ball definitely helps out.
Running the ball well against Florida State.
It's very important. It's very important in any game. We want to control the clock. We want to run the ball. We want to go up tempo. We want to make sure that they, they're on their heels. And the best way to do that is by running the ball.
Casey, there's a lot of reasons, obviously, to for you guys to win this game. It's a conference game, ACC championship. You guys are all shooting for that. But for the seniors, how much would it mean to be able to kind of end that streak and be part of the group that gets out of here with a win against these guys?
It would be unbelievable, and like you said, it's been almost 7-8 years since we've last beat them, and especially for me, it means something because my brother was here for 5 years and didn't win. So it's something that not only for the seniors but for the whole program. Coach said in rivalry games there's always a streak, and it's always hard to get that streak turned around. But as long as you do what you're supposed to do, you do your job, you go out there and play with a physical nature, and you should be able to turn the tide around. And that's what we plan on doing on Saturday.
What's it like playing there in Tallahassee? What's it been like in your experience, and what do you expect?
Just loud, a lot of chopping. They have a special stadium up there. They have a special fan base, and they're definitely gonna do what they do, and they're gonna be loud and rowdy, and it's something that's very. It's eye-opening when you first see it, but once you get used to it and focus on the game, we'll be fine.
Have you heard the war chant yet this week? Has anybody played it at all?
I've heard it plenty.